George Santos. Sure, he doesn't have the support of his party on Capitol Hill or support of the party leadership back in his district who've called for his resignation, or the support of most of his constituents who in recent polling say they want him to resign. And yes, he faces multiple federal and local investigations into his finances after he admitted to lying about everything from his college degree to where he worked and even his heritage. But when you have no shame, none of that matters. Today, he announced he's going to run for re-election.
When you have no shame, none of that matters, as Anderson Cooper enumerated the multiple lies that have come out of the mouth of Representative Santos. He absolutely has no shame whatsoever. But let us put up this tweet from the representative announcement. I am proudly announcing my bid for re-election for New York 3rd. This is about taking back our country and restoring greatness back to New York. To support Donate Here. Man, I got to chuckle on this. Congressman George Santos 2024 re-election campaign. Baby, just go ahead and donate to me. And let us remind you, the month after being elected, Rep. George Santos, the freshman congressman, was discovered to have lied about major aspects of his life, including where he went to school, where he worked, and about being Jewish. Since those revelations, a myriad of other fabrications, if we want to call that to be kind, have come to light, along with the fact that he is the subject of multiple, not one, but multiple investigations. And the voters want him gone. NY3 voters say Santos should resign, 78% to 13%, including 71% of Republicans. Oh, Santos. Go ahead, baby. Go on and shoot for the stars. Your thoughts on this, Bennie?
I mean, literally, if you only have the support of 13% of your district, and not even necessarily just the support, just the like, I guess he shouldn't resign. Like, like that's such a, like, we're really, really lowering the bar here. Like, so he's obviously gonna lose, right? Like he's obviously gonna lose his next election, which means
Bennie. I don't know. Sorry to interrupt. I don't know about the obvious, but go ahead.
Like I'm just waiting for the day that George Santos is like completely irrelevant and like he starts some sort of podcast titled like Just the Facts or something like that, right? Like it's gonna be something that is just too ridiculous. Because it's inevitable. That is just so inevitable. And like, I don't know, to get 70+% of Republicans to say that you resign, you have to really, really do a bad job. I mean, you're talking about people that are willing to support people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, okay? So the bar has been lowered. So congratulations on that, George.
But you know what? That is such a good point, Bennie. And even Jackson White, when you talk about, he starts a podcast titled The Facts. A few interviews ago, we were talking about him, and Jackson White said, "Bruh, you would be better served just to leave the Congress and start like a podcast or a reality show. They will love you for this. You will have half the trouble. You'll make even more money, and you will truly be in your element." Just the facts, but it's obvious that, on a more serious note, the man is not, he has no self-awareness, Bennie. I mean, just none.
Yeah, not even like a little bit, like, or he just has no shame, like, or both, I guess. Like, really, he's just like, I mean, it would be nice to be able to go through life so blissfully unaware that like you're just universally despised.
I know, blissfully unaware. You just do things. You know what I kind of wish, like for people who are working for absolute good, and again, nobody's perfect. So I'm not saying that people who are working for good are perfect, but I just wish, those of us on the progressive side, like that we were kind of like blissfully unaware about what neoliberals had to say. We just keep on pushing on, because something, the traits that like a Santos carries, if those traits are utilized for the right reasons, there's something about just pushing through, no matter, not giving a damn what anybody else has to say.
Yeah.
Well,
Meanwhile, George.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, George Santos just reminds me of this like legendary like tweet that lives in my head rent free. And it's something along the lines of like, I don't even necessarily believe what I'm saying. I'm just talking recreationally. Like that is George Santos in a nutshell.
That is George Santos. I mean, to be George Santos, I don't know. They say ignorance is bliss, I guess. But I don't think he necessarily, because ignorance just means not knowing. The man, I don't know. Maybe you're right, but maybe he is blissfully unaware. So ignorance is bliss in this case. Santos is the gift that keeps on giving, y'all. We will keep revisiting the antics of this elected official from time to time so that we can all analyze and have a good laugh.